Let's see if we have anybody here.
It's good, man. That's back up. Where's up?
Oh, good. George is here. We got twice the George.
Double the pleasure, baby.
Does that work on him? I'm just kidding. All right, so we feel better about that?
Oh, you can't heckle this.
Oh, no, absolutely. Welcome to my class. Okay, so did you see that, Jim, where we got there? Welcome to all the people who are just joining. These right here, or you can just Google. As long as you're logged into your KW account, you can just Google the word Gemini, and it will bring it up as well.
No major differences between the two, ChatGPT and this one.
No, not for our purposes.
Yeah, just for the simpleton.
Correct.
It's pretty much the same.
They're both large language learning models that are going to give you. You have the ability to search the web. You have the ability to do all of that stuff. Now, not that this matters, and this is more information than you asked for, but previously the reason that the reason that Gemini had an advantage because it could not access ChatGPT couldn't access the web the way that Gemini can, but that has since changed, and so it's much more like.
So is there any advantage to us using Gemini as KW agents? Does it like it
saves you $20 a month?
So it saves though, but it's an actual person paying for a ChatGPT.
Saves you $20 a month, essentially. Okay, everybody with me? Am I sharing my screen? I think so, yeah. All right. I mean, there's other options, right? Perplexity, DeepSeek, Grok, Claude, Microsoft's Copilot. They're all essentially the same. They're all large language learning models. Large language models, okay? All of that means is it's reading patterns of information that has been put into it, okay? We're going to keep it simple, and that's all we're going to say about it. There's two types of people that I talk to, specifically in this office. People that think that it's going to cure cancer tomorrow, and people that think it's going to take over the world. And the reality is neither one of those things are true. Okay? View these AI tools as thought partners in how you're going about your business. Okay? Everybody with me? Let me hide this. Time savings, all the things. Lead gen, client communications, listing description, social media posts, emails, market data, all kinds of things that we can use.
Can you share these?
Yeah, sure. If you want me to. Y'all, don't freaking copy and paste what the AI tells you. It's a thought partner, not the end all be all. It will make mistakes. Okay? No matter what it is, it will make mistakes. And tell me if you haven't seen this. If you haven't seen it, you will see it. The people that are doing the listing inputs or the listing descriptions, and they copy and pasted it, and it literally says they copy even the prompts from the ChatGPT. Have you seen this?
Yeah.
I showed a screenshot of it. I saw one the other day, and it was like, here's your response for home in blah, blah, blah. And then it gave the description. Come on, people, do better. Okay? Do better. But I put this warning up here. Check it. It's not all end all be all. All right, let's start with this. Because Keller Williams, we have KWIQ, which is its own closed model, not an open model, inside Command. Okay, so here's where it lives. Inside Command, we're on our main dashboard or any of the screens. It's right up here in the corners or right up here in the top. Everybody see quick right here? Here's the thing about this. It's closed language, not open language, meaning it is only going to pull from the information that was put in on the back end. This is designed to pull from Fold, Shift, MREA, Ignite, those resources that, ma'am, I'm just kidding. Those resources that were put in by KWRI, that's what it's going to pull. If you look, it's not going to tell you, the capital of Georgia or any of that kind of stuff, right? But it will provide you with some prompts. It will help you with some prompts somewhere. Hey, what number should I track my business? What steps should I do to value my value proposition? Blah, blah, blah. Write a 1-sentence social media post inspired by the one thing. Does everybody understand what I'm saying here? It's only going to pull, this is Keller Williams specific chatbot. If you want information about your specific business, this is not the place to go. But if you want information and guidance on the ways of Keller Williams, this is the place to go. Is everybody with me? Yes. Everybody's with me. Okay. Any questions about that? Use it, y'all. It's a good resource as long as you understand what it is and what it is not. Okay. So everybody talked about, we stop recording. No. Okay. Again, I told you ChatGPT is just what I use. I used it before we had the integration with Gemini the way we do. So that's what I use. You asked earlier, Jay, about the differences. I like some of the integrations with outside platforms that ChatGPT offers that Google doesn't, that Gemini doesn't. Ways that you can take a piece of information, create a blog post, an email post, or email, social media post, and create a non-face video out of it in the matter of 10 minutes, all through ChatGPT in that path. And if we have time, I'll get to that. I'll show you how to do that. But it'll integrate through ChatGPT better than it will integrate through. Should I to Jay?
That was my question.
How do you do that?
Took George to threw me off.
George,
that was my question, but you just.
Oh, how to like the content flow? That's what we're gonna do. Jay wants to know content flow. Okay. So that's what I use. Okay. We're going to talk about ChatGPT or any of the AI models. They're only as good. The information you get out is only as good as what? Right. Information that you put in, what the prompts that you're giving, right? So this, y'all, I pulled a lot of this stuff straight from from MegaCamp. They just had a big launch of a bunch of AI stuff, including. Are y'all familiar with these playbooks? Anybody? So these playbooks are offered, and you can go get these on Connect, or you can buy them directly. But these are all basically one-sheeters about. I should have taken the one off of Dara's desk, but they just came out with a volume 3, and the whole first part of it is all AI. So these are one-sheeters from MREAs across the country on everything from database to social media, open houses, and everything in between. So they're a great resource, but you can get them through Connect. I'll just show you this real quick. I'm going to close out quick. All right, so everybody at the top of Command has Command and Connect. Click Connect, and you can type in whatever playbook, and you'll see a bunch of the playbooks are here. Online leads playbook, newsletter playbook, contacts playbook, blah, blah, blah. Does that make sense?
Is that a PDF version?
Yes. Yes. Okay. So I wanted to show you guys that. But so what I'm going to show you is a bunch of stuff that was taken from there. So perfect your prompts with rice. Explain who you're talking to, who your GPT is going to be at this time, right? You're a social media expert. You're a marketing expert. You're a transaction coordinator, blah, blah, blah. What you want from them. Y'all, for God's sakes, put in here to leave out emojis. A dead giveaway for anybody who's ever seen anything AI is if it's got 1,500 emojis through there, right? So tell it what you want and what you don't want. How do you want your voice to sound? I'm pretty sarcastic. I'm not super professional, so mine are not super professional in that way. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not the Queen's English kind of speaking. As much context as you can provide and examples of what you're trying to accomplish. If you've got social media posts that you see some social media that you think does a great job, put the link in there and go, hey, pull from that, like use this as an example of what I'm trying to accomplish. Does that make sense? Always have it. You good? I'll send this out to y'all too.
Can you go back to that just for
Yeah.
10 seconds?
Does this make sense to y'all? Like, we want to get detailed in what we're asking for it to do. We don't want to just go, hey, give me a social media post. What the crap is that?
What you just said in terms of practical, that makes sense. All this stuff is good, but when you just said that, pull this in and say, give me stuff that is like this.
Yeah.
That's really helpful.
Yeah.
Because that, now I understand a little bit more. This is good, but
I mean, look, Sarah does YouTube videos, right? So if you go, hey, I want to create YouTube videos and I want them to be in this style, go to her YouTube page, drop her YouTube link. It will then evaluate that and give you some context about, hey, these are the type of posts that she's doing. These are the type of videos that she's making. Great. How often do I need to post? But creating context around the type of information that you want to get out of it. You know, if there's somebody in Arizona who's doing a great job, I mean, I would recommend that you do that. Don't pull from Sarah's stuff, y'all. It's right here. Go somewhere else, further out, and find people that are doing things that you like to do or that you find interesting. Those are the kind of things that you want to put out there. All right. Acts, whatever you want to call them. Ask questions. Here's the kicker. Don't say, ask me follow-up questions and just leave it at that because it will ask you 7 or 8 questions at one time. Ask follow-up questions one by one. Then, instead of you getting 7 questions that you've got to go in and answer, it will literally guide you as you're answering each question in the way that in the path based on how you're answering those questions. Does that make sense?
No.
So if you say, hey, you're a social media expert, I want you to create me posts for my Instagram page about first-time home buyers.
First sentence that you just said, you said you're a social media expert.
I'm telling the Chat GPT, you're a social media expert. That's the social. I want you to put that hat on as you answer this question.
So you're talking to it like
100%. Look, no different. Think about it like this. This is going to be your virtual assistant in ways. Okay. So if you hire someone, Jay, I'm going to come work for you. Why are you hiring me? Well, I'm hiring you to be my social media expert. Great. So that's what you're telling the GPT because that's what you've told me that you're hiring for. Does that make sense? So you want to talk to it in that way? No different than if you were, because you wouldn't hire somebody. Look, Kat, we wouldn't hire our kids and go, hey, go do our social media. We just wouldn't do it.
You know, it's a different mindset for me because Google, I just go blah blah blah, and it just pulls all this resources. Now to talk to it like that, that's.
But when you Google something, it's just giving you a bunch of stuff to pull from yourself.
Chat, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So that you can see the question that happens afterwards also if
Yep.
you've never really seen it, right?
Sure.
Because it does give you a question immediately after.
Yep. Please don't make me log in.
You don't have.
Well, this isn't mine, but this is like this isn't my paid version. So let's say. A list of do's and don'ts for those for that group. Ask me any follow-up questions as needed. One by. So then it immediately says, hey, the tone of these do's and don'ts to be more educational, professional, a step-by-step, or fun and engaging, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to say fun and engaging with no emojis. But do you see how it's asking me one question at a time? Versus if I didn't put the one by one, it would ask me all of these questions at once. And now I'm having to go through and like answer the question, do the thing. But now it's guiding me step by step instead of this big bulk of information that we're going to try to work our way through eventually. Would you like to make one unified post, slightly adjust and blah, blah, blah. Customize for each platform. So it will lead you through this.
This is crazy.
Last question before I draft them. Just let me keep the list of do's and don'ts short and punchy. Let's go short and punchy. I don't even know what that means, but let's go. I said no emojis, you pecker. Sorry, I didn't mean to say pecker. But Instagram, here we go. Great. List of do's and don'ts. Facebook friendly, here we go. Do's and don'ts. LinkedIn, blah, blah, blah. Now, would you like me also design these as simple Canva templates?
I see, I always ask it to do that, and it always tells me it's gonna, and it never does. And then I'm arguing with it for an hour and throw my laptop down.
I'm gonna ask you the same thing, or I'm gonna say to you the same thing that I say to Andrea, which is I'm gonna guess it's user.
You're gonna
It's user error. I'm gonna guess it's
That's
user error.
great feedback, but I don't want to prevent that from happening.
Do it.
Now that we've established,
She might.
Yes. No, I've done that. I'm gonna use expletives.
Now I have this. If I was logged into mine, it already has all of this information. But you see, so I mean, we could go down this whole rabbit hole of this, and we'll come back to it at the end. But if we have time, but I don't want to keep going here way too long. But you can see, hey, if you've got specific codes for your brand guide, put them in, and you can create all of that stuff as you go through here. Hey, when you're creating when you're creating your chat GPT or when you're Gemini, go in and pull the style guide from Keller Williams. Dara sent it out a couple weeks ago. Go and upload it and go, here's my style guide. It'll have all the colors in it, the scripts, like the script writing, the fonts and all of that stuff, so that it will create the brand will be built into it already. You do that one time. Now when you say, hey, I want you to create me this, it'll create with the colors, with all of the fonts and everything that you need.
So as your own person, if you had your own logo brand, it could create my own guide for myself and not use the KW I chose.
Correct. But that's inside Canva too. So Canva has, you can build, y'all, we're getting all kinds of squirrels over here, but
I think it's important to remember to chat GTP is differently. proficient in design work just yet.
No, it's
So
not.
it's not a graphic designer, so. the
No,
quality
it's-
that you get, you would probably still be better off, but it gives you the ideas. You can go, sorry, and then put in Canva, and kind of use them back and forth.
Yeah.
Cause I've tried to have it do like graphic design stuff and it's very weak, which I.
100% agree with you. And all of them are, but here you can go and you can go, hey, give me the Canva prompt and then put it right here. And then Canva has AI too. And so you type in what you're looking for and it'll bring it up. And inside Canva, you can build your brands. Again, this is my non-paid version, but you can build your brand kits in here where you go ahead and upload your colors, you upload your logo, you upload all of that stuff. And it will, so now when you go in and create, you start with your brand kit and it will create everything based on the brand.
So if you were growing and you were hiring, you have to see this on somebody's resume. Like, if
Oh,
I-
100%.
If I don't wanna learn it and I'm gonna pay you,
100%.
this all has to be someone's now
Yeah.
in their toolbox.
And if you're not hiring permanently and you want somebody to help you get it set up and you don't want to spend a bunch of money, you go to Fiverr. And you go, hey, here's $20 to have all that stuff set up. Yes, ma'am.
One of the things that you just said, that Gary pointed out on the stage at Mega Camp was to put it in like ChatGPT and then put it like Justin just said at Canva. And put it back with GTP and have it work side by side together to get the results that you want. Don't just use like one product, like use several of the platforms.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Because they have two different, they're all specialized for
Correct.
different things.
Now, ChatGPT is getting better at a bunch of stuff. Like they just launched 5.0 and 5.0 or ChatGPT 5 now has I just probably need to log into mine. Has the ability to do a bunch of presentations and various other things as well. So it's getting a lot better. I don't know what this is going to say.
So Justin, so
Yes,
once
sir.
we log in, it remembers our past conversations. It keeps
1,000%. So here's the deal. There was a guy on the MREA podcast not too long ago, and he literally wrote the book on it. I told the guys this morning in the class. He literally wrote the book on it. He says that you should spend 15 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day talking to your GPT. And I can't find my password. Ma'am? Yeah, I'll have to find it. Can't remember his name. But he was on about probably a month ago. But he like I said, he wrote the book on it. He wrote and he has a whole course on it and all kinds of stuff. I thought this was already logged in. Also, my bad. But does that make sense to you guys so far anyway? Of course, nowhere.
Justin, the practical that you're going through is really helpful. The theoretical, I get lost in,
Yeah.
but the practical that you're.
Well, listen, this is just technology, right? It's just a tool. So the first thing that you have to have is where's a plan, right? We talked about this when it comes to any of it, right? You've got to have a game plan for what you're going to use it for. So what is it that you're trying to accomplish? And once you have that, then it doesn't become so overwhelming because then you go, okay, well, this is the path I'm on. This is the path I need to go down. What tools are going to help me further down that path versus chasing crap all over the place? Does that make sense?
Yeah, sorry to dominate, guys, but the big question for me is I'm just so ignorant. I don't even know what it could help me. I mean, I know. What can you help me with?
Yes,
Seriously,
1,000%.
I spent 2 nights in the hotel room at Mega Camp playing with it, and it wrote a resume for me in 5 minutes yesterday. It was my complete history of work just from playing with it. It learns that fast.
All right, I don't know what password is.
It's the word that I'm trying to
I don't know how else to do this.
Did she put it in?
Well, so it'll let me do it a little bit. Yeah, so you literally go in and say, hey, I don't know how to use ChatGPT. How do I get started? You see what I'm saying? That it's that simple. But we're going to come back to it. We're going to keep coming to it. Here's the other thing. ChatGPT will tell you all the wonderful things about you and how great you are and all of that stuff. Tell it to be honest, tell it to give you, opposite views of the way that you would normally put it in there. If you're trying to tell it to critique your plan. Does that make sense? Take the emotion out of it. All right, we're going to keep hacking along here. How can we use it? Again, y'all, we're going to get into some more things. We're going to go through this a little bit quick because these are all things that I wanted you to see that KWRI are doing. Recurring tasks. Things that you have to do over and over again. You can create projects inside of here. You can get this. Jay, we talked about reminders on your iPhone. You can get it to create a weekly schedule for you. It will then convert that over and it will send you reminders or text messages or whatever it is to help you do hey, set me up a schedule to do XYZ, social media posts, lead gen, whatever it is. And it will then create for you a reoccurring every week. On Monday, it's going to tell you this. On Tuesday, it's going to give you a reminder in your reminders to do it that way.
For what system?
You're giving it permission to log into, to send it to your reminders list.
My app reminders app.
Yep. It'll pop right up on your reminders app.
Is it also linked to the Google Calendar?
Yes, they can. I think ChatGPT can. Obviously,
Yeah.
Gemini.
You gotta set it up.
Yeah.
Can you link
Projects over on the left-hand side over here. You have this button called projects. So if you have something that you're working on, Kelly, you were the ones I thought of when we talked about this, is you've got this builder that you're working with. You and Rodney are putting together whatever for this neighborhood that you're about to do. Well, everything to do with that neighborhood, you can put it inside this projects thing folder, and everything will stay in one place. So now when you go in and you go, hey, well, we need to run numbers on what this lot should cost or what this floor plan should be, where should we put this? Everything pulls from within the context of that and not the context. It doesn't start mixing it up with other neighborhoods that you've done, or it doesn't start mixing it up with, going out and searching the web somewhere. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. You build these projects so that it pulls from the context of the information that you're putting into that project.
You need to be on the pro version to have that category, right?
Yes, probably.
Yeah, because it isn't.
Yeah, so this and these custom GPTs, y'all, I'm telling you, if you're not on one of the pro versions of whatever it is that you're on, you're just wasting.
So when you have a project,
yes,
it only pulls from within the post.
It uses within the context of that project.
Within the concept, so it will still go online and search.
Yeah, if you need,
Okay.
it needs to do that.
That's what
You click on that first.
So what's the difference between a project and a separate GPT, like Justin? I just thought you had Justin's fitness GPT, or you had fitness GPT and Justin's GPT.
Yeah.
Like, what's the difference, and why would we just use a regular GPT? Why do they have Codex and Sora?
Well, these are different. So Sora is a presentation type app, and Codex is a coding piece if you wanted to work on just doing HTML code and various things on the back end. So those are different types of deals. These custom GPTs we'll get to in a minute. I don't have a clear answer for that, George.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I don't have
a
a
journey right now.
Yeah, I don't have a clear answer for that. Y'all, listen, by no means am I an expert on any of this. You can answer that? Please do. Oh, Marcy's the expert.
not the expert, I was in a lot of masterminds.
Yeah.
So what they were recommending that you use that project for, kind of like what Justin said with the, using this as your virtual assistant. So a project would be like, you're my accountant. And so you name it like accountant, you tell it what voice you want it to speak in. You upload your P&L, you upload all of your financial stuff to it. So then it goes in and it reads it in that manner. I have one for like marketing, like anything that I would hire a person for in my little tiny real estate business, right? I basically have a board of directors. I have a company set up now. And if I need something for marketing, I go into the marketing. It already has all my stuff and knows what I'm looking for and it breaks it down. If I'm looking for something general, then I just go to like the main GTP and I don't go to the project. I don't mix up questions with the project.
But
So
I
like I
think,
would be walking into like my marketing person's office when I go over to the project and marketing.
You can have more than one project.
oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But I think, Marcy, so what he was asking about was that versus a custom GPT where you go in and so on a custom GPT, I can go in and put all of that information to create my marketing GPT, no different than I would create my coaching partner or whatever. That's what I don't
Put
understand.
files
Oh,
in
yeah.
the custom GTP. Put it in the, like the tone of voice, changes tone of voice, so then maybe it's great.
So what's the difference?
I don't know. I don't have an answer for that.
Ask them.
That's what we were just talking about. Yeah, let's ask him. Let's ask him.
Justin, wait, so when you click on the project and the new search box comes up, it's searching, it's now restricted to the.
I don't know that it's restricted to it, but it does it within the context of that. So it will
click
pull
on the
those.
folder
Correct.
of the project,
Correct.
and then that search box will come up and it's working with you within the context.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it working from a unique personality like a marketing or research?
Mhm. Yeah.
So I guess that would,
You can have multiple personalities. Yeah. Assignments then.
Yeah.
Or roles.
Yeah, and I think that was a good way to put it, right? Where you're no different than, again, if you're hiring somebody, you're not just going to say, go do my social stuff. So treating it as if you are hiring these people, you're hiring this GPT. All right, here we go. As if you're going to walk into their office kind of a thing. Think of projects as a workspace or a hub. Inside a project, you can use multiple conversations, files, notes, and custom GPTs around a single theme. Real estate marketing, fitness goals, both because it pulled from my stuff that I have over here. It helps keep everything related to one initiative in one place, so you don't have to chat across different chats or hunt across different chats. Projects are about organization and context management. A custom GPT is like creating your own specialized assistants. You can adjust the style, tone, instructions, even give it unique knowledge or tools. Blah, blah, blah. Your filing cabinet, everything organized. The specialist that you hire is the custom GPT. I'll go down this rabbit hole later when y'all are wondering what we're doing in class. Like, I'll dig through this more and have better answers. Cool. Does that help?
So you're paying extra for this chat because you like it, but then we do have Pro Gemini, right? So if I'm gonna sit around and learn something and not want to pay,
100%.
okay.
I think you should do it. If you're not like married to one already, go Gemini route.
Because it's Pro
100%.
and it's free.
And-
Okay.
Well, you're paying.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
However you see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
Well,
tool.
and plus at some point in the next few months, Gemini is going to integrate with Command, right? Is it still planned?
Oh, Gemini or chat.
We don't know.
Listen, I'll believe any of that stuff when I see it.
Okay.
There's a lot of things that get talked about. Y'all, listen. Use the voice assistant. If you have the app, or even if it's on your laptop or something, you can hit the chat button, the voice button, and you can talk to your GPT.
Where's that? Where's that?
This microphone right here in the bottom right-hand corner. Is everybody with me?
Mhm.
Or if you've got the chat on your phone, if you've got the app on your phone, sit and talk with it. Now, how would we use that? Like, what would be a good reason that we would use that?
Take notes.
Driving, take notes. What about role playing? What about I'm getting ready to go to a listing appointment and I know it's going to be a pricing conversation. I know we're going to have some objections to pricing. So you tell ChatGPT, hey, I'm going to this listing appointment, act as a seller and help me overcome listing objectives, pricing objectives, or analyze my marketing strategies.
So you're doing script practice.
You're doing script practice.
It comes right through your car. It comes from.
George just like to hear himself talk. Was it your voice? Like, did you have it have your voice when it came back?
Just do that. If I could, then.
Yeah, he'll be like, yeah.
Sweet metal. I might get doing it.
No, I'm just kidding. No, but right, like, so there's ways that you can do, like, have these conversations. Plus, for those of us who are like always on the go or whatever, doing a chat back and forth, you're driving down the road.
So it will speak to you in voice.
Oh, sure.
Read anything.
Why don't you do an example? Do a southern accent, real heavy.
Yes.
Real heavy.
I don't know if you can change the voice.
Oh, I think I've got to like log into all this. Let's come back. Let's keep rolling. We'll work on it. I'm gonna work on it over here. All right, this talks about if y'all were in my class before, you've heard me talk about Notebook LM. Is anybody not familiar with Notebook LM? Okay, a lot of people. Okay, cool. So Notebook LM is a Google app.
That means it just works on the iPhones, Apple, or do it work on Apple?
Oh, it'll work on Apple too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's only an Apple.
Why is it not letting me log in?
That's only an Apple thing where it doesn't work on both.
Oh, okay. That's true.
Oh, I forgot.
Mhm.
Listen, you cannot use LM. And you cannot use it with your KW account. You have to use it with a non KW account. I don't know why. It blocks it. It doesn't like us. We'll log into Suzanne. No, I guess we're logging into Suzanne. All right, let me just explain it because this is driving me crazy. Notebook LM, you can go in and it's a way to take, it doesn't pull from the internet at all. It takes from resources that you have and will create you a chat bot for those specific resources. Does that make sense? No. So let me get in here and show you.
So that would be similar to a folder in ChatGPT.
Yeah, but I think the ChatGPT one will allow you to pull outside and this won't.
This would be good if you have like a Georgia real estate law folder.
Correct.
Okay, so
Correct. Or
ChatGPT is
if you're going through I don't even know what this is. I was like, did I create these? I didn't do these. Exactly what to say for real estate agents. Okay, so here's what this is.
Are you in it now?
Yes. So this is Notebook LM. So what Notebook LM does is you're able to add sources, books, PDFs, YouTube videos, links to the outside world, whatever it is. And it creates a chat bot, which is all the chat GPTs are, right? The chat bot from these sources and only from these sources. Does that make sense? So for this example, these are our sources. Exactly What to Say for Real Estate Agents by Phil Jones. Shift, MREA, The One Thing. Okay. So this is exactly what to say, blah, 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 blah. All right. Now, you can go in here and go here. This suggests something. What core strategies do these suggest for real estate agents to achieve high level success? So what it's doing right now is it's reading all of these. It's not going to the interwebs. It's not doing any of that. It's pulling from these sources. And here's what it says. Effective communication with magic words. That's, oh, and by the way, it shows you the source that it came from. So it came from Exactly What to Say for Real Estate Agents. And there's the piece of context of where it came.
How do you get a PDF?
I'm going to show you that in just a second.
Why would you need that?
So you can upload it. So I uploaded the entire Exactly What to Say for Real Estate Agents book in here. I've uploaded the entire Shift book, the entire MREA book, and the entire One Thing book. I'm going to show you.
Oh, sorry.
So it pulls these sources, and then now I just asked it, what are the core things that I need to do to be successful? And it read these books and gave me this, spouted this off.
Is this a free version or you have a pro version for this too? In order to upload all those books, I'm sorry, this is.
I think it's free.
What did that change? So you had to sign in whatever created account?
Yeah, and yeah, you just have to have a personal Gmail account, not your KW one. Now, here's the cool thing. There's lots of cool things, but let's say that I'm driving in the car and I've got all of these things and I need to be able to, like, I want to be able to dissect this information. Who listens to it? Can. That's just because I'm hovering over it. It can listen to me. Watch. I'm going to click audio overview and we're just going to let that work in the background. Okay. So while that's working in the background, there is a website called welib.org. welib.org. And this is where I downloaded the books. So this is a free downloadable, like you go and download 43 million books, papers, magazines, comics, blah, blah, blah. So if I wanted to add Atomic Habits to that, I would go to Atomic Habits. And this is the,
Hell yeah.
oh yeah, for sure.
Read another book again.
All right, so this is the PDF version of it. Right here, it says file type PDF. So I want to make sure that is, because there's a couple of versions that will show you, make sure it's the PDF version. Now you can pay for this or you can use the free version. I use the free version and it puts me on the slow downloads. And then I just go to download. And I have to wait 478 seconds before it'll download, before it's ready to download, because I'm too cheap and I'm not willing to pay for it. And because I've downloaded a bunch of these recently. So the more you download, the longer it makes you wait before you can download the next one. And then I'll have the full PDF version of Atomic Habits.
Going back into
And add it as a source.
and upload it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you use this notebook quite often?
The Notebook LM?
Yeah. What?
Not as much as I used to. I did initially, and I haven't used it recently.
For what? Give me an idea.
Stuff like this. Like I was using it for coaching things. I would use it for some tech things. Like I would upload a bunch of videos that were like about command. I would upload a bunch of videos from Scott Leroy or a bunch of videos from Marty Miller, and then I would ask questions in the chat bot based on those videos, and it would literally go back through and pull the transcripts from those videos and give me answers.
So I just missed that. So you said you can upload videos into this thing here?
You can put YouTube links and everything.
So the links that you gave me about Facebook, Scott Leroy,
Yep.
I can upload those in there.
Yep.
And ask it a question.
Correct. Specifically for those.
Chester,
Yes, ma'am.
when you first go to it, I don't see on here where you sign in to make your own account. I'm sorry.
You log into your Google account,
I went to the notebook.
Notebook LM, and then it says try Notebook LM.
Yeah.
Click on that, and then you can be able to go in.
Well, I don't see even your other book.
Oh, you're already logged in?
I know, but how do you create? I didn't log in.
Yeah, because you're already logged into Google on your computer, so it just logs you in, so you can go ahead and hit a new.
But
You're already logged in. This is where you upload files and all of that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're already logged in.
So I was already-
Yeah, so Jay, look right here. So so what you would do, yes, ma'am, Marcy. Well, I was just gonna show, like, so where you put add, you can you can upload different things here, links to YouTubes or websites. You can copy and paste text off of something and put a copy in there. If you've got stuff in your Google Drive, you can do the whole thing. But you can upload up to 50 sources per chat.
So why would I use Notebook LM and not Project and GTP if that's?
Because you're limiting the amount of sources that you pull from. In Notebook
Project
LM.
upload files, does it still pull from everywhere?
It'll just do it within the context of that file, I think. But they're also talking about two different platforms, right? This is a Google-based platform, which would work more in sync with what Gemini does versus the project portion of ChatGPT. I would almost think that they're probably very similar.
To make them argue.
Correct. Like you're just, which platform are you using? More than anything. So hold on. Nope. All right, we'll come back in a few minutes. It's still uploading, and I'm going to show you what that looks like. Okay. Everybody with me so far? Everybody overwhelmed?
Go back.
So you said you can do 50 per chat.
50 sources per, 50 sources per chat, per conversation inside Notebook LM. So you can create all these notebooks, but you can only have 50 sources per notebook.
Okay.
I'll say only. I mean, 50 sources is a lot of sources.
Yeah.
So Justin, you can download books that you haven't even purchased and just get to search within those books.
Yeah, so on that we live or we live or whatever you call it, that is I'm still having to wait, but this would just go in and it'll just download it to your hard drive, and it gives you the full PDF version of it. It's the book. So if you don't want to do, Kindle or whatever, and and then you can upload these to, if you've got a Kindle or you've got something like that, you can just read
Does
them
it
through
have
there.
to stay on your computer in order for it to be viewed, or can you delete it after it's uploaded?
Once you upload it, it's uploaded.
Okay.
Yeah, you can delete it. Yeah, for sure. All right, where are we? Over here. Are y'all learning anything yet?
Absolutely. Incredible.
I just want to make sure I'm not wasting y'all's time. Okay. Again, we talked a little bit about this, 36 touch, social content, messaging, newsletters, blah, blah, blah. All ways that you can use this stuff. This is what we were talking about with role playing.
So would it be fair to say if you set up a folder, then you wouldn't have to be as detailed with your instructions in operating in that folder? That'd be probably the better reason to create one. For example, you're supposed to prompt them like you're a real estate coach. You're about to share with me, whatever.
That would be the custom GPT.
That would be a custom GPT.
Yeah. So let's talk through that. We're going to keep checking on this Notebook LM thing too.
What are you getting ready to do?
Okay. We're going to come back to the custom GPT. So remember in Notebook LM, I said, hey, here's my sources. I asked it to give me the core principles or the core things that we need to know. And then I told to give me an audio overview. Okay. Ready?
You're asking it, or when you say give an overview of everything that's in there?
Yeah.
The question.
My question was, so these are the sources. I said, what core strategies do these four sources, suggest for real estate agents to achieve a high level of success? And this is the printed version that it gave me. Use magic words, effective communication systems, all of that stuff. It shows me where it pulled it from. But even then, I'm like, okay, that's great. But I also am driving, so I can't read through this. I'd like to, have an audio version of it.
Have you ever noticed how some people just seem to, well, effortlessly achieve extraordinary success? They're consistently hitting their goals, while others who seem to be doing similar work just struggle. What's really going on there? Today, we're taking a deep dive into the foundational principles that drive exceptional achievement, particularly through the lens of top real estate professionals. Our sources are a goldmine of practical advice. Exactly what to say for real estate agents, Shift, the Millionaire Real Estate Agent, and the one thing.
Right. And our mission today is really to distill the absolute core insights from these really powerful guides. We're not just looking at what successful people do, but the profound shifts in mindset, the precision in their communication.
Hold on. There's two people having a conversation based on this. Here's the thing. I don't know if it's going to work on this because of how we're set up, but you can interrupt it and ask it questions.
Okay, let's unpack this. Have you ever noticed how some people just seem to, well, effortlessly achieve extraordinary success? They're consistently hitting their goals, while others who seem to be doing similar work just struggle. What's really going on there? Today, we're taking a deep dive into the foundational principles that drive exceptional achievement, particularly through the lens of top real estate professionals. Oh, our listeners got something to share. Let's hear it.
Oh my gosh.
Can you give me the top 5 points that this summarizes? Of course.
Well, that's a fantastic question, and we absolutely can. We've just pulled from a wealth of amazing insights here.
Absolutely. Think of these as the foundational pillars, really, for extraordinary. We're talking about mindset, communication, and strategy.
So if we had to boil it down to 5 key takeaways, here they are in no particular order.
First, it's about having a mindset of mastery.
So I just told it to pull from these sources. It gives me this, and then it puts together a 16.5-minute podcast that I can interact with. Because if I go, wait a second, what did you just say about that? I just asked it out of nowhere to give me the 5 top whatever I said. And it's like, yeah, no problem. Here's the 5 pillars of whatever. It's pretty cool, right? Trip you out.
Did you set the link?
Mm-mm.
You gotta understand, until 3 years ago, I never posted anything on Facebook. And now you're doing this to me.
Yes.
This is what I read.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, welcome. This is fun, isn't it?
This is why they say that AI is not gonna replace agents, that agents who are using AI are gonna replace the traditional real estate agent, because us doing business with ultimately doing it is not gonna keep up with agents who are in classrooms like this one.
This is
But
crazy.
you're expecting, from what they said at Mega Camp, in the next 200 days, this is going to take off exponentially.
And this version right here, the ChatGPT 5, is already doing a bunch of that. And Gemini has got its versions of it that are doing these. I mean, I think he said it was like 8 times what the previous version was or something, the guy who created this. All right. Are y'all learning anything yet? I mean, do you feel like this is beneficial? Now you're all freaked out. Please don't talk to you anymore. Okay. So when you're in here, we can talk about a couple of different things. One is your custom GPTs. Okay, so you click on your name. You have to have the upgraded version to do this. You can create and customize a GPT. So now it's similar to what we were just talking about, right? This is the back end. This is your customizing. I'm sorry, let me back up. This is customizing your GPT to you, not the custom, that the project things that we were just talking about. This is customizing it to you. So what should it call me as I'm having conversations with it? What is it about me? And you guys put whatever you want to put.
Where did you get that? Where was it?
So this is on under your name, and it says customized chat GPT. What personality should it have? Cheerful and adaptive. A nerd. Critical and sarcastic. Why does that feel like that should be mine and George's?
Whole version of critical.
All right. What traits should my chat GPT have? Use quick and clever humor when appropriate. Take a forward-thinking view. Always be respectful. Use a formal, professional tone. Keep it relaxed and easygoing. And then if you look down here, it tells you, or it gives you some suggestions. Should it be chatty? Should it be, let's say, straight shooting? Cool. Tell it like it is. Don't sugarcoat it. Humble, silly, opinionated, poet, blah, 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 blah. Like it gives you suggestions.
And the purpose of that is,
As it's giving you responses, you're tailoring, it's customizing and tailoring the responses the way that you want them told.
so for instance, a simple format of a listing description, it's gonna use that
As
persona. as-
correct.
Okay.
How it's going to respond
Which
to you.
one of those did you choose, or is that, are those ones you chose?
These are the, yeah, I mean,
Down there.
yeah, it depends. Like, so let's say I wanted it to be outside the box. Cool. Be innovative and think outside the box.
So as you click on this, it changes.
Or you can click this button right here and it'll refresh them. Like it'll give you new options when you hit that. Anything else you should know about me? Any of my interests, any of my values? Am I a Christian? Am I a Muslim? Am I, married? Am I anything, right? I'm a parent. I'm this, I'm that, whatever. It can go in and you can put all of this stuff in and it will start to tailor its answers for you.
Question. So back to like the customized GPTs up here,
Oh, the custom GPTs?
those up there, and then
Yeah.
like say the new projects, could you tell it like like if I've already been talking to it for a long time?
Yeah.
Could you tell it to
I mean, I do occasionally.
make new projects based on our conversation, like separate
Maybe.
these into projects?
Yeah.
We'll chat you.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Oh, you can manually move it. Copy the notes, upload files, blah, blah, blah. We'll get there. Okay.
Feel exactly. Custom GPTs of your own question.
Right here,
Where,
right here. So we're gonna go to GPTs.
and you have to just have the pro version to do that.
Correct. So we're gonna go to GPTs and in the top right-hand corner is my GPTs. And this will show you various GPTs. Okay?
It's in with the Gemini, someone,
I don't know.
okay, that's all right. I'm just curious.
I'll have to figure it out. I don't know the answer to that. I don't use it a lot, so I need to figure that out. But let's say a coaching partner, like I want this to be my real estate coach. So I have this coaching partner. I can click these. Where did it go? Hold on. Coaching partner. I can go to edit, or if I create a new one, it'll bring up this same screen. Okay. I can configure this to where I tell it what I want it to be. Coaches Keller Williams agents using KW systems, tools, and models for real estate agents. This GPT acts as a dedicated Keller Williams real estate coach and supports agents, teams, leaders, and market center leaders by offering personalized business coaching, productivity tracking strategies, and guidance aligned with Keller Williams models and systems. It's deeply familiar where am I go? Oh, with the Keller Williams culture, tools like command and core methodologies, such as the MREA, 6 personal perspectives, and the 4 conversations. It offers actionable insights on lead generation, conversion tactics, database building, time blocking, career path planning, and more. It responds with clarity, encouragement, and accountability. It can simulate a coaching conversation, prompt for commitments and goals, and assist in creating business plans and tracking progress. It avoids generic real estate advice not grounded in the KW approach. It encourages users to reflect and commit to actions. It keeps interactions focused, motivational, and relevant to the KW ecosystem. If asked unclear questions, it leans towards Keller Williams aligned interpretations and may ask qualifying questions if necessary. Its tone is coach-like, positive, challenging, and invested in the user's success. So that's the instructions for this thing. That's what I want you to do. So again, I'm hiring this dude to be my coach. And this is how I want you to approach it. Coach.
You wrote all that.
I did.
What did you, besides that big brain, where did you come up with like what you wanted to do specific, or did you add to it over time?
I add to it over time. So I didn't sit down and just hack that out. I mean, some of it I did, but then I also would like tweak it and do whatever with it. But then I said, okay, cool. These are some certain conversation starters, but more importantly, this is and I need to go back in here and add the MREA book and different things, but these are, the DTD2 schedule. So when I'm asking about lead generation and that sort of stuff, it knows that this is a piece of information that it should pull from. Command success, boot camps, my boot camp people, 50 income producing activities, GCI or CGI, it's just, these are files that I want it to be, again, as it's pulled, I want it to see through the filter of these things. As I'm getting it to ask me questions and as it's going out to the web, it's going to see it through the filter of this knowledge base that I'm creating inside this GPT. Does that make sense?
Where did you upload all that? Where is there? Oh, I see. Upload files.
Yeah, just upload files, just from resources, various whatever.
That's all the stuff you downloaded from that note.
Some of it, some of it's various other things. It's not, like this is my personal multi-year trends, right? So you go pull the multi-year trend report for your business and upload this so it knows what my tracking should be. It's going to be my coach. It needs to know my numbers.
Where's that? Is that on our command? Open our mouth and show me.
Yeah, it used to be on my KW, and then they moved it to reports and command. Yeah, because they sunsetted the other one.
You have a premium to help us personalize our profile.
Dude, I mean, look, the best way to do it is just talk to ChatGPT. I'm sure some of this came from that. Hey, I'm trying to build out a coach. What should I get it to say? Like, what kind of whatever do I want it to be?
The notebook LM, is that like a thing or?
It's part of it's Google. Yeah, it's just a Google resource. You just can't get to it through your KW Google. You need to have a person. Yeah. Then you can give it the option, right? I don't care. I mean, I should probably have it click in data analysis if I want it to pull through some of my data stuff.
So what did that just do? All your little checks, what did that do?
This?
Yeah.
This tells it that I'm giving it permission to go search the web. But again, and as it's bringing in information, it's going to filter it through the files that I've uploaded. I want it to filter through that. I don't want it to give me Remax or EXP or virtual ways of doing things. I want it to filter through the KW ecosystem. Canvas is just, it will create some graphics and different things like that. Image generation will create pictures, and then so if for some reason it needed to create a chart or something, then it could do that. How do you feel? Anybody freaked out yet? Overwhelmed?
It's hard to come to a class and you're going off of all of these different things to remember that once we go back home. So we never get anything tangible. I know, you're a non-paper person and
Well, not even that. I think it's hard to track some of this stuff down. I will send you the slides.
the slides is not gonna get into.
Right.
This is not a slide.
What can I help?
Like some kind of a bullet point thing that it will do this and that because we're showing more of what it will do than
How to get to it?
we're actually implementing. We did one implementation, but you know, it's like a car will do this and this and this, but do you get in the car and drive it?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
No, I'm with you.
So
Okay, let me see what I put together.
I'm just saying, so something that we could reflect back on those that are novice as such as myself.
I think the
Yeah,
best way
that
to
made
do
it
that
easily
though
we
is
can
really,
explain it.
that is like, part of it, because it will kind of lead you through and then you'll be like, no, I don't like that, and then you just tell them you don't like. You know, not good. I had no idea about any of them, never even logged into ChatGPT, and I had 2 nights at the hotel.
Until Mega Camp,
Yeah.
come that far?
So
Okay.
it's just playing with it and then asking it questions that'll tell you if you don't agree with it.
So
tell
even for you,
no.
you can go in there and say, I'm new to chat. How could you help me with my real estate?
Oh, 1,000%.
That's true.
1,000%.
I know, it's just the things to start thinking, because it's like just juice.
And understand that you're not gonna screw up.
Exactly.
To her point, though, I'm sure there's some other practical, but could you think about putting together a systematic, more classes like this, where we can learn
We do the basics.
systematically instead of like, cause I think we put a lot of one-time things here at KW in our training, and it's like, oh, that's available, and then people that don't learn like that and feel comfortable in that world, like me, I'm like, oh, I know that can do that, but I have no idea. So systematically, we can show back up and you can go, okay, we're gonna focus on this. This, you just showed us, what's the notebook?
I'd like a series
LMNOP, the notebook,
Sure.
whatever it's called.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
Absolutely.
that would be great.
Absolutely. Yeah.
This is definitely a good overview of all the things it's capable of.
Well, and I want you to also see that it's not that complicated. I know it feels like we're bouncing around but ultimately it's all living inside this one place that
Other than those other apps. Like on the pro version, see on the basic, you have Sora, but if you have the, of course, I don't know how to write code, but I have a son who does.
I don't like this.
How did that get after pro version? Or
It's
just
there.
appear?
It's part of the program.
Oh, just
Yeah.
appear. Okay.
I mean, I don't ever go in there.
Okay.
It's just that
I didn't know if you knew how to write code.
I don't ever have a reason to write code. So I don't know how to write code. I used to know how to get the computer to say hello world because I took a computer science class in college.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's no reason
I
to
didn't
write.
know. I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
But see, that's where it gets back to what we were talking about earlier, which is how will it benefit you? What would you want to get out of AI in general? Instead of trying to figure out all of the things, what do you want to get out of it? And then we figure out how to so that's why it's hard sometimes to do because everybody in here is going to use it so differently. There are certain things that I've gone over that y'all are all like, or some people are like, who gives a crap? I don't care about that. Or I want to dive into that because that sounds like something I really want. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's figuring out what do you want from it so that you can then kind of cherry pick the pieces that are going to be beneficial to you. And you can talk that out with ChatGPT as weird as this.
Yeah. You type real quick in a new chat, I need to get 10 people in my database this weekend, what do you suggest? One more.
Now this is gonna say coffee stuff, right? Because of my coffee stuff. What does yours say?
Kind of read different.
Because yours has been reading yours.
Yeah.
So let's start with number one. Mine says, and even the way it's talking, right? Hers says your sphere is your fastest wins. Call or text 10 people you already know but haven't touched in months. Your goal here isn't to sell, it's to capture their best email, phone number, address, blah, blah, blah. Similar, right? But mine says leverage your phone contacts, whatever, and then it gives me the script because I'm always asking for the script. What should I say?
Sorry to interrupt. Is this in a particular GPT or just a general
General.
new problem?
This is just general, just gonna do pop. Hers says pop by with a twist. Grab a portable giveaway, cider packets, mini fall candles. So you clearly have talked to this about that kind of stuff, whereas mine is much more social media driven in some of the things that I do. Neighborhood coffee stuff, again, mine. Yours does say digital boost, but further down the road. Farmers markets, football game this weekend, wherever the people already are. Bring a small giveaway like mini notepads with your branding. So you are heavy into giveaways and things and that sort of stuff. So yeah, post a quick fall giveaway. Yeah, for sure. You stack
So
these
it's the
spot
same
for
thing and
your
it tells you what to do, but if you go in and play with it, and just literally ask it stuff. What I want to do, it will start to cut the time. Or if it does, like go ice.
Yeah, that's awesome. She did one for, would you say door knocking?
Amina, did you do?
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And so this one says, hey, tonight add from your phone. Tomorrow post on social media and personally DM 10 people. Swing by a local spot. Review old leads, past clients, and add the rest. Do you want me to write you a ready to post media caption and a text script you can fire off right now to make this super plug and play?
Yep.
Yes, I do.
Let's make this brain dead simple so you can copy paste and whatever. It knows me. Alex, you were talking about when you don't know, like having a hard time what to say.
I know, I was just thinking that.
Like all of these scripts that are already in here.
I took a picture of scripts already.
On LinkedIn, swap the emoji for comment below or message me because these are like a big no-no on LinkedIn, the emojis. Would you like me to make you a 1-minute video script for you to record and post?
Yep. So let me ask, so can I, like, I do something, I like personal stories and that are mine, and I wouldn't want ChatGPT to change it, but I would want it to read it for editing purposes in terms of grammar. Would it do that? Okay.
Tell it what you want.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, don't take it as, again, it's not gospel.
No.
But look right here. Smile. Hey, maybe with a cup of coffee in. Everything, all it talks about is good because I do a lot of coffee stuff, right? Hey, it's super simple. Once a month, I send out a quick update with what's going on in the Northeast Georgia market, a few helpful homeowner tips, and even some fun local events. Nothing spammy, just useful stuff. I'm updating my database this weekend. I'd love to add you. If you want in, just drop your email in the comments or DM me, and I'll make sure to get you added. It's a great way to stay in the know, whether you're thinking about buying, selling, or just want to keep an eye on the market. Thanks, y'all. Can't wait to share this stuff with you. Or I would overthink the crap out of it. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Right.
Could I download my current,
Social media?
no, my current, monthly email that I send out?
Sure.
And can I say, give me suggestions for improvement?
100%.
But would I have to drag that in there? Is that what I would do?
Yeah, just upload it as a PDF or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's what I want you to do too. Here's what I want you to do. Everybody in here, I want you to go, I want you to do, you're a social media expert, analyze my social media feed and tell me who you think my ideal client is. And then I want you to put in your, whatever it is, you TikTok, whatever it is that you use. I think Snapchat's the only one that doesn't really work very well. And here's what's going to happen. ChatGPT is now going to go pull your Facebook feed, your Instagram feed, and it's going to decide and tell you based on what you're posting, who your ideal client is. Okay? So while y'all are doing that, I'll read you mine. Sarah.
You gotta go back so we can still write that.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
You are a social media expert. Analyze my social media feed and tell me who you think my ideal client is.
It's gonna know where your feet is.
You put it in. You put your links in.
Where you can put your hands on, like, put your name.
Yeah.
While they're doing that, since, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You were talking about like Home Pro version, you can do a lot with.
Yeah,
What
she
type of
does.
stuff are you?
I mean, I would be able to get, I would upload your stuff and like, I mean, I haven't dove into it yet, but I know that there's enough tools there that we should probably like toy with it for sure. I mean, help you with scripts, help you with whatever, help you with content ideas, help you with, hey, here's what I've already got done. What are ways that I can make it better? What are ways that I can increase engagement?
Okay, they gave me, it read me, how much my total is.
Yeah.
That stuff.
Yeah. And you know, some of the stuff is brutal, right? Like,
Yeah.
you're like, oh, well, it sucks. All right. So here's what it says about mine. And I will tell you, it's pretty dang close. Age range 28 to 45, family focus, possibly first time home buyers or move up buyers. Jefferson and Northeast Georgia, dual income households, often professionals, educators, nurses, tech, or remote workers. The people that I work with want yard space, desire a safe neighborhood and a good school system, look for community focused living, interested in lifestyle content, not just real estate license or listings, maybe relocating from urban to suburban areas for affordability and pace of life, because us Jackson County folks, that's why we left Gwinnett, right? How your content supports this, here it is, community centric, blah, blah, blah. This is the type of content that will attract the people that I'm trying to, this is what I should be posting. Moving to Jefferson, first time home buyer, family friendly features, blah, blah, blah. What's working? Would you like me to create a refined content strategy or lead magnet tailored to this ideal client profile? Now, what if you put in this prompt and it tells you something that doesn't hit the mark, right? What if this said that I was looking for renters or 55 and older? Because that's not me, right? That, you know, my people are my age people with our kids that grew up together and that sort of stuff. But what if it told me that's what I wanted, that's where I was? That's clearly not the message I'm trying to put out, but it may be the message I'm actually putting out somehow. How do I fix it? So I would go to ChatGPT and go, okay, great. My ideal client would be blah, 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 blah. People with kids, people that are becoming empty nesters over the next several years, this, that, whatever. Give me content, create for me a content calendar of information that will help me attract that ideal client. Yes, ma'am.
Mine wouldn't do. And mine didn't either. It says it right in yours, but it's. I know. Like,
This is.
So you check.
This is privacy setting. I'm not, I don't know about that.
So it's only gonna come up on your profile.
Okay, you just, okay, is that?
It's gonna, it's pretty runs.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Just.
Tell them. Oh, thank you.
If it's not public, it's like.
Oh yeah, for sure. If you're on a private, if you're on private, it wasn't. Instagram feeds or social media platforms often restrict content to logged in users and private profiles. Yours may be private. You may have your profile set.
I
So
actually see
we're
my
gonna-
relatives,
Bye,
so
Alex.
thank you.
We'll have to look at it and see. We'll dive into it some more. We'll look at it more.
It should be private. The last class that I was here with you, can you send me the link to it? Screens or whatever with all the apps that we talked about the other day.
Oh, the app class?
Yeah, whatever, the suggested ones to have. I got some of them marked down, but my phone died after I started putting all your apps in. Just like-
I know it's too many apps.
And now I get to do things. I don't want.
All right. Y'all, we've been here for an hour and a half, so I don't want to keep you too long.
Justin, this has been really, really good.
Good, good. So you like, everybody feels like you got something out of this. So what I'm gathering is we need to do more of this. So maybe once a week or something instead of once a month. Okay. Does everybody have a better, do you feel like you learned something, at least took something away from this? Yes.
So who was the person who was sitting in chat? It's 3 minutes a day.
Let me find the guy's name.
What's the reason for this?
Because it learns you more.
They're just doing stuff with every day.
No.
Yeah.
Know who you are, your personality.
Your tone, yeah, how you speak and things.
All of that through responding.
So I have to be really nice so that I can get.
You don't want nice responses, you want real responses. Greg Shove.
Cause I, just a normal conversation with everyone, with business or not, somebody asked me.
So, Kat, the guy's name is Greg Shove.
Oh, great, shop.
Greg Shove. Now, and this was on July 21st. Go to the MREA podcast, and the name of it is AI isn't replacing agents, it's making them better. Because I'm telling you, there's two types of people when it comes to AI. It's going to cure cancer tomorrow at the end all be all, or it's going to take over, or it's
So,
going to take over.
I didn't have no glasses, but this is my personal changes. Whoever is essential through COVID is gonna be essential through these.
Oh, it's just because why? They're just changes.
Still personally gonna go to somebody's house and talk to, but then AI is gonna be my assistant, but I don't have to spend any money on it.
And that's 100% correct.
I was never. Remember when we went.
In the 1900s. Yeah, yes. So the MRA part. Yeah, Greg Shove is going to on July 21st. Yeah, they interviewed this guy. Yeah, and he talks about. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and end this call. I think.
And he's talking about creationism as opposed to evolution. And he started out with based on ran mathematical probability, logical thought, scientific method, all these other things based on what are the odds of. He goes through all these questions about creation and evolution, how all this other stuff. And he gives this whole set of answers based, he says, evolution is impossible based on this criteria of scientific probability. And you said, okay, leave all that stuff and pull from everything available on the internet. And he asked the same question. And it came in based on scientific papers, evolution is this, and all this other stuff. Different set of answers. Polar opposites.
Right.
Based on the context, he told me to draw.
Awesome. Thanks, Justin. You guys have a good week. Hey, buddy. Thank you, man. Nice to see you. We'll talk to you next week.
Give it context. Or what you need based on.
So there's. Right. So So if you, I listened to the podcast, Diary of a CEO,
I love that.
and there's a guy on there, he's a Google executive.
Yeah, we can, YouTube now.
It's 2.5 hours.
Yeah, hey, Daryl, let me know what it tells you about the podcast stuff. Like, I'm curious, like, for real, dive into it and just like upload yours and tell it. How to increase viewership, like, that's what I'm saying, like, get the podcast, that sort of stuff, like, go down that road. Let me know what it tells us, because I'm curious.
And I guarantee you, again, I have no facts, it's just my the commission board is gonna make sure that AI is not writing our contracts. They're gonna make, you'll probably get trouble if they find out. You personally didn't write that contract. Because it's gonna be our-
Yes, sir.
So they like,
Are you not good stuff? Are you available in fall? Where do I go to,
Door, you know, my office, yeah, scan the QR code and calendars on there. I'm not using it.
Just,
Yeah. If there's something on there that doesn't work
okay.
for you, just let me know. And we'll
All right, thanks so much.
Yeah, buddy, thank you, man, thanks for coming.
Yes, sir, of course.
Diary of a podcast. It's really good.
All number.
All around. Stephen Bell.
this is.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Sorry, what?
Were you there?
I can't hear you very much. Sorry.
I
I just hearing it. So where did you go? I guess taking the whole week off, taking this whole week off, maybe you had plenty of extra time to sit there and play around.
In the hotel.
Yeah, like I was watching TV, just like.
Yeah, 'cause people want to hang out with me, so we were out partying.
Secret
No,
hanging
you
out
lost
with you.
you lost halfway through that.
I lost my minute. I lost my minute.
I mean, you.
See,
I had it.
Oh, there we go.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for being here, buddy.
Yeah.
As long as you're not
That-
there
that-
around.